So you decided that you want to become a polyglot, and you said that I want to learn a couple of languages all together. Okay, so I have got this question that how do we learn languages simultaneously? There's a very nice and simple technique that you can use. Obviously it is going to be confusing, yes, it is going to be chaotic in your mind, and yes, you are going to be confused at many stages and levels of when you are learning it, but it's fun, so if you're okay with that, go ahead. And there's a very nice technique to learn the words, and that's mind mapping. So how you can use mind mapping when you're learning a couple of languages all together, and you can use this with kids too, they love it. So for example, especially for learning vocabulary or phrases, so if I take the word water, okay, water, what is it in French? German. So I get this question a lot of times, that we have really decided we want to be learning a lot of languages together, right? And I have decided I'm going to become a polyglot and I'm going to learn a couple of languages all together. How am I going to do it? How do I do it? Trust me, it is going to be chaotic. Trust me, it is going to be confusing. It is going to be really confusing, and at many levels and many points you are going to feel that, oh my god, how am I going to learn the language? It's a simple technique here that I am going to share with you, and this is my son's idea that we should be shooting in this manner, that the board should be visible and not you. So thanks Agastya for this great tip, and he has put it up beautifully on the board, learning languages simultaneously in a simple way. And yes, the idea is to mind map. I'm sure you all must have heard about mind mapping, right? How do you go about it? So you have, for example, decided you are going to learn German, French, Japanese, Spanish and Russian all together, and Hindi, Marathi too, right? What do you do? How do you do? You not necessarily on board, but if you're teaching your child, then on board. But if you are just learning by your own self, then in your diary or your learning book, or better still, use your post-its, okay, and make such mind maps wherein you put the languages you are learning, for vocabulary learning, for phrases learning, yeah, and then keep posting it, keep sticking it around your home, where you are constantly going to look at that post-it. This is a very simple technique, nothing really fancy. You might be already knowing it, but this really works and this really helps. It's the most easiest way to memorize words. This helps, I think so, in all the subjects. So go try it, and for multiple language learning simultaneously, this really works. Yeah, so and before I sign off again, I would just like to remind you, anyone can learn a language, and everyone must learn a language. Gracias.